decided to infuse a little bit of black magic into the food. Well, hello there, lovely people. I didn't see you guys there staring at me. Okay, my acting skills is next to rubbish. I actually do suck at it. But hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Monastic Moment. If you're a returning subscriber, you already know what time it is. It's time to get down to cooking. I decided going forward, we are going to do things just a little bit differently on the channel. I've had a whole lot of positive feedback from friends, well-wishers, enemies, frenemies, and what have you. Nah, I'm kidding, I don't have any enemies. I'm lovely like that. I thought we might do just a little bit of a story time. Disclaimer before we get started, I dropped my glass of wine so you guys know I'm not tipsy, I'm actually being serious. Now, I'm not taking away the originality of this recipe. It belongs to the Asians. I'm not taking that away. Now what I'm trying to do is recreate the recipe, and we will go on to talk about why I decided to infuse a little bit of black magic into the food. So the first time I had pad thai was in 2018. That was 2 years ago. At a restaurant at Windsor. And the first time I had it, I loved it. Sometime last year when I was pregnant, I was craving a whole lot of things. I was craving now if you know me, you know that I was craving the uncraveable, if that's even a word. There was one time I was craving snail. I had to leave my house. I went all the way to Peckham. I walked up and down Peckham Market. If you know that long stretch of road, I walked the length and the breadth looking for snails. That's how bad it was. And then on a particular day, I was craving pad thai. I was feeling lazy to go out, and I thought, let me just go online and see how, go on YouTube and see how this is made and see if I can make it at home. So I had a quick look. I saw how it was made and I thought, you know what? Pregnant seafood has to be well done. When you're pregnant and you have to eat seafood, it has to be well done. If you have to eat poultry, it has to be well done before you eat it. So ordering pad thai, going out to a restaurant was out of it for me. So I had to learn a new way to make this particular recipe to suit my palate. And to be honest, I actually loved it so much that I've recreated it over and over and over again. One second guys, just give me 1 second. That goes down really well. So today we are making it with chicken thighs and prawns, but I'm going to show you a different way to make it. It is a one-pot meal. So, or should we call it a one-wok meal? Alright guys, so this is the chicken we'll be using. It's chicken breast. I have washed it. So we're going to season this and then shred afterwards. In the chicken thighs, we will use just a little bit of garlic salt, seasoning cubes as well. And then we're going to use just a teaspoon of jumbo chicken seasoning. I've washed my hands and I like to use my hands, so I'm just going to add scotch bonnet to it. We're going to put that on medium heat to cook for a couple of minutes. You guys, quickly, the prawns we'll be using. There are two ways we could do this really. I either just put a little bit of seasoning in it and fry it, or you want to be 100% certain that your prawns are properly cooked, you could season it and put it to boil for like 5 minutes or 2-3 minutes, and then you could fry it afterwards. And then we're just going to add 1 seasoning cube to the prawns. I'm going to put this to cook for 2 to 3 minutes before I fry. So guys, whilst we have the protein in the pan, getting all ready to be shredded and ready to be juiced up, I wanted to talk you guys through the rest of the ingredients that we're going to be using. The yum of Asian cuisine would always have 5 different tastes, so it's a balance of hot, sour, sweet, salty and savory. For hot, we are going to be using hot chili sauce for hot, and for salty we are going to be using fish sauce. Right, this is where they add a little bit of brown sugar, cane sugar to this dish, but we're not going to do that. We're instead going to be using seasoning cube. I'm just going to use just a single seasoning cube. Now because this is already quite salty, I'm not going to add a whole lot of seasoning to it. I like to use dark soy sauce. Can you guys see that? This is my secret ingredient. And just a quick one, this is the rice noodles we're going to be using. Now it's not the thin one, these are called rice sticks. If you're wondering where to buy this from, I used to buy this at the off-license corner shop next, not too far from my house. Prior to lockdown, by the way, this, every time I went, they had this stacked up there. So it tells me a lot of people are eating rice noodles. You could get this on Amazon, by the way, and it's cheap. I used to buy this at the corner shop, I think £1.20 or £1.19. On Amazon, this is £1.38. And we also would need garlic chives, but I couldn't lay my hands on it. But guess what? Spring onions is also a nice alternative. So if you could get your hands on garlic chives, fine, go for it. If you can't, this is a really nice alternative. And would also need some garlic as well. So in goes our fish sauce. It's our dark soy sauce. I'm just going to measure 2 teaspoons of that. I'm going to go in with our hot chili sauce. So we're just going to squeeze half a lime in there. To spin on things, I'm just going to add 1 seasoning cube, because remember we did away with the sweet, so the seasoning cube will bring it home for us. We have it. That is our sauce ready. All right, the prawns are half cooked now. Cooked them for about 2 to 3 minutes. The chicken is ready to go. I'm just going to put this aside. I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so I've taken the time to crush and finely chop the garlic. I've also given in to temptation, and I've also chopped some scotch bonnet chili peppers. I've got some onions, and I've also got the green peppers. These are the rice noodles. They have been soaked, they have been washed, and they're ready to go. So we've got everything we need to make this dish. need to add a bit more. Right, like magic, this stir-fry noodles is ready to go down like a dream. The prawns are looking so juicy. The chicken, I've put some pepper flakes on it. Oh, this is looking good. If you're wondering where I got these bowls from, these are organic coconut bowls. It's courtesy of Celia Products on Amazon. Please check them out. You would love to add these bowls to your kitchen collection. So I'm ready to eat. I've got my chopsticks. It's time to devour this food. Thank you so much for watching, guys.